Afternoon, people. You join me on a Thursday afternoon. I've just taken our first order of the day. We're going to Tesco, paying £6.19, I think it was. Going 3.5 miles, so not too shabby for the first order of the day. Yeah, it's currently 3:20. I've just started work today. It's not a full day of work for me today. I had a few things to do at the start of the day, chilled out for a little bit, and now I'm out just to earn. My goal is £50. If we can make £50 in about 4 hours, I'll be happy with that for a cheeky little half day. So that's what we're going to go for. It's a bit of an unusual shift pattern for me. I don't normally start at this time, and it's not really the best time to start, to be honest. I'm starting right as the traffic begins to start piling up on our roads, and to be honest, most of the shift is probably going to be in some form of traffic, so wouldn't advise this shift. If you're going to pick 4 hours or so to come out and work, maybe wait until 5 or 6, just so you've got the bulk of your shift after rush hour. But hey ho, that's just the way today has shaped up. Now the question is, will there be anywhere to park? Oh, there's loads of spaces, sweet. Normally it's pretty tricky to get space straight after school. Lots of people popping in on their way back from the school run. Not too bad today. Right, let's get this order. And just as we arrive, it's getting turned into a double. Plus 10 minutes, plus 0.4 miles, £2.63 extra. So we'll take that one. Not bad, not a bad start. Right, yeah, I've got another one. Do you know if it's still being done?
She's just doing it now.
Okay, cool. Do you know if it's a massive one or?
I've no idea.
That's all right, yeah. I'll put this in the car, I'll come back. All right, there's one. I've just taken that other one.
Awesome.
I've got 201.
Guess what is done?
Lovely. Perfect. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Fabulous. The route can't be shown because of a problem connected to it. Is the signal that bad? I've never honestly been in like a more urban town like Taunton that has so many black spots for signal. Have another go. There we go. Thank you very much. I know where we're going for this anyway, it's just for the video. Semi-regular customer, so nice easy job. And then obviously it's turned into a double, so we're going to another delivery after this one that's very close by. And yeah, these two altogether, can't remember the exact amounts, but I think we're getting just under £9 for these two, which I'm pretty happy with. That's almost 20% of my earning target done. I was hoping maybe for a little bit of spring rain, but I checked the forecast and it's not scheduled to rain until Sunday. It's still pretty warm, so definitely not going to be helped by the weather today. Just got to deal with natural demand. So I'm just going to optimise what I can tonight to earn as much as possible. Make sure I'm in the right places. Don't waste any time getting back towards the centre after I finish my deliveries if we don't get anything else in. And yeah, just try and get this 50 quid in the bag as quick as we can. Yeah, just beginning to see the traffic start to build up now. So, you know, where possible, I'm going to try and avoid the hot spots of traffic. Try and stick to like the outer edges of the town. It's not always possible, obviously. If you get a decent paying job and it's quiet and you don't know how long you're going to wait for the next one, you got to take it. Doesn't matter where it is. You can do your best to avoid the worst of the traffic, but you're not going to be able to do it completely. Didn't take too long to get through that traffic. Hello, delivery.
Thank you.
There we go, eh? Second floor. The issue with this magnet mount I've been using on my chest kind of pulls your t-shirt down. Works better with like a hoodie. Might have to go back to the straps. Alright.
Very much.
That's alright. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Cheers, mate. Oh, look at that. Alright. Into the second drop, which is just around the corner, I think. Yeah, there you go, 0.4 miles. Very, very close indeed. And actually, it's only 4 minutes away, according to Apple Maps. So that's not too bad, is it, for plus £2.60 whatever. It's weird, like Uber can be really not too bad with their pay sometimes, but then the next offer you get is absolutely horrendous. What I would give to see inside the the algorithms of these delivery apps that figure out how much to offer for a trip. I would love to just see how it's calculated, because I'm a computer geek, right? I love coding and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'd love to just see how it all works. What's the secret sauce, you know? Yeah, we'll never know, obviously. You know, these algorithms are the trade secrets of these companies. Let this guy out and we will sneak down, stick a right, and we're at our second customer. Right, I don't understand roads like this. Look at this. I'm looking for number 22. So we've got 14 and 16, 18 and 20, 23 to 33. Brilliant. Did they just forget to put number 22 on there? So yeah, there we go. There's 18 and 20. Oh, there we go. Footpath to 22 to 28. Some kind of sign back over there would have been nice. Hello. You got it?
Oh gosh, yes, thank you.
Perfect. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Bye. We got there in the end. Here we go then. Here's the traffic we were expecting. Now there is one benefit of traffic, and that is that hopefully other delivery drivers also get stuck in it, meaning that there's less available delivery drivers on the road and you're more likely to get a ping. I mean, I know that is the most positive way of looking at traffic, and ultimately we'd rather we didn't have to deal with it, but it's something, right? Surely. I've also just realised as well, since the start of the video, I've been logged into Deliveroo and it's now been 40 minutes. And yeah, not a single job offer has come through on Deliveroo yet, which doesn't bode particularly well, but we are still early days. You can go 2-3 hours without a single ping on Deliveroo. Whereas on Uber Eats, you're getting, even when it's completely dead, you're getting pings every 15-20 minutes. That's like the longest you'll need to wait. It might be a horrendous job offer, but at least you're getting something offered. And you can't even use the long distance orders thing as an excuse anymore for Uber, because Deliveroo started doing the same. Deliveroo orders in Taunton now can take you up to Bridgewater, down to Wellington. Same sort of thing you get from Uber. So yeah, I gotta say, Uber Eats seems to be the one to go for in this area at the minute. And speaking of Uber Eats, we did end up on £8.72 after that last double, which was a decent start. And I was looking forward to 4 o'clock because I thought at 4 o'clock the £1 bonus per order boost begins. And it does every other day of the week. On a Thursday, it doesn't start until 6 and it still only runs until 8 o'clock. So clearly Uber think that Thursday is the quietest day of the week. And there we go, Uber coming in, 3.5 miles, £6.67 from Tesco again. It's a different Tesco, but it's actually just down there. So we'll take that. It's not even going that far. It's like the outskirts of Taunton, which is nice because it will get us out of the worst of the traffic. It's the town centre really that, it's because there's a load of roadworks up there. By the way, has anyone seen any kind of pay increase since the national living wage went up? I certainly haven't. I know they're not obliged to, of course, but thought they were all about, you know, fair pay and all that jazz. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, here we are, Tesco. They have a very handy car park we can use at the back. Let's go in this one. Spiffing. Tell you what, Tesco pickups have been saving my bacon lately. Probably one of the best things to happen to Uber. Getting Tesco on board. I never know where to go in this one. Aha. Hello, is that 011 by any chance?
011, yeah.
Lovely.
There we go.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Gotta love a Tesco pickup. Some days, Tesco pickups can be half my bloody earnings. I never used to like them, but with how busy they are, generally the pickups are pretty quick. All right, good to go. Cool, you know the traffic's bad when it's gonna take you 17 minutes to do just over 3 miles. Still, considering we were just around the corner from Tesco and picking that up took no time at all, definitely still a decent order to take. And if you're gonna work at this time of day, you just gotta accept you're gonna get stuck in traffic. Be interesting to see how accurate this is though. It's saying arrival at 4:33. Let's see what time we actually get there. Here we are then, one corner from our drop off. And to be fair to Apple Maps, perfectly bang on. It's only saying we're 1 minute out because it thinks we're 1 minute away, but we're not. We're here right now. So we have indeed arrived. Bang on 4:33. Fair play, Apple Maps, fair play.
Thank you very much.
That's all right. Love a job. Have a good one. Cheers. All right, that puts us on £15.39 for a shift so far that has been nothing but Tesco drops. And the time is 25 to 5, so in about an hour and 10 minutes we've earned that. Pretty average when you consider expenses and everything on top of that. But honestly, that's not bad for this time of the week. in rush hour. I've had similar periods of the day this week where I've gone out for a little bit and I made like £8 an hour or something ridiculous. So I'm actually not too upset with that. And obviously I am expecting this earlier part of the shift to be less fruitful. This is in theory the dead part of the shift and should get busier as we proceed through the evening. About 5-6 minutes on, we're getting central and Deliveroo is sending us an order from Zizi. We're going to take that one, and it isn't going too far either, £5.28. And the nice thing about where Zizi is positioned is you can pretty much get to them and then get back out all via the back streets without going onto the main roads in town. So should be able to avoid most of the traffic once we're off of this road. So I'm very happy about that because the traffic still looks pretty bad. I mean, it is 10 to 5. We've got at least another hour or so of heavy traffic before it begins to die down. And I mean, I'm lucky really that I work in a town this size where the rush hour can get intense, but it's generally over fairly quickly. It never really extends beyond 6, maybe half 6 on a really busy day. But yeah, any order that I can take that avoids the worst of it is going to help me out massively. And the nice thing as well at this time is pretty much all of these parking spaces are free. Can I get in this one here? Yeah. Beautiful, here we are. This is actually our first food order of the day. Order in there? No, still making it, that's fine. Lovely, thank you very much. Cheers. And this guy is 1.3 miles. Not bad. Yeah, reasonably smooth pickup, little bit of a wait. That's fine. You don't mind a few minutes. Oh, 2 tickets. You've been a really naughty boy. Sometimes it's quite nice to have a little bit of a break actually, because I use that opportunity just to nip to the men's room, freshen up, and yeah, we are 8 minutes, 1.2 miles away now from another £5 something in the bag. Oh, you are going, okay. Didn't know what this van was doing. I've actually done a shift in a Royal Mail van before. I don't know if any of you remember the app Ride, R-Y-D-E, and they had a partnership with Royal Mail. Once you signed up and submitted your, all your usual kind of right to work documents and all that sort of stuff, you could go on the app and they would have a list of shifts that you could pretty much just sign up to do. The pay was a fixed like £14 an hour or something like that, and you used the Royal Mail vans, you got given a cage of parcels, and the Ride app would be how you navigated and made your deliveries. I remember reading that they lost their contract with Royal Mail. I think they had all kinds of problems, and to be honest, I did one shift. I really didn't like it and I never did another one. It wasn't so much Ride's fault as it was Royal Mail's. They were really disorganised in the warehouse. Just nothing was clear. Like when I turned up, it wasn't clear where I went or who I spoke to or what I did. I happened to find a few other guys doing it and I just asked them, I said, what do I do? And they said, oh, sort of come over here, wait for this guy. They'll bring over a cage of parcels to you at some point, and then you need to go through and number them all based on what the Ride app says is your route, and then you go over there and you wait for keys to a van. It was all just, I spent about an hour and a half in the depot. It only took me 10 minutes to go through my parcels. I was ready to go and a load of us were just waiting around for ages for keys to a van. It was all just a bit disorganised and like it hadn't really been thought through properly. I mean, I did it, I made all the deliveries, I got paid, but yeah, I didn't feel the motivation to go back and do it. The van as well was a tip. Again, not Ride's fault, but Royal Mail, man. There were like crisp packets shoved in the drink holders. The thing hadn't been vacuumed inside for like a year. It wasn't in very good condition at all inside the van. That's all over now anyway, can't do it anymore, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, I digress. That's my little story of when I did a shift for Ride and Royal Mail. You know what, if it ever pops up again, if it becomes a thing again, maybe I'll do a shift and I'll film it. It could make a fun video. Yeah, we are just around the corner from our customer now. Lovely. Hello, all right?
Yeah, it's 98.
98, lovely. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Oh, would you look at that? Co-op. Probably going about 2.5 miles, £5.71. We'll have that. Oh, back-to-back order, that's nice. Co-op is literally around the corner. Definitely nice to see a back-to-back come in. I suppose it's 5:10 now, we are getting towards the busy part of the day. But still, when you come into a shift not expecting much, and when your experience for most of the week so far has been lots of gaps between orders, even at peak hours, you end up not expecting too much. So always good to have a stroke of good luck. And I think This order will put us about halfway towards our £50 target for my little half day today. I think there's anywhere to park, but luckily we can just go here. Make sure we clear their driveway. Lovely. Hello, 5149. Thank you very much. Beautiful pickup, as always. Don't know if that worked. Hello.
Hello.
Do you have the delivery number?
99.
99. Lovely.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Another back-to-back 6:55 Nando's. Little bit of driving involved on this one. Looking at the map, probably about 4 miles in total, plus heading into town. But hopefully now it's 5:30. Maybe the traffic has lightened up a little bit. Who knows? Let's go find out. Yeah, very nice to get a third order in a row. Now normally to get to Nando's I would go that way and then down into town, but that's where it gets really busy. So I'm going to go the way Deliveroo was suggesting. Maybe this is the secret. Maybe they know more than I do. Or it could just be that this is literally just the shortest way. But the shortest way isn't necessarily the quickest. That's my defense. But actually, yeah, now thinking about it, this way probably is miles faster, especially at this time of the day. I like these little half days. Just go into 50 quid and then going home. If only I could afford to just work until £50 a day. That would be nice, but I can't. Now I've opted to park here as opposed to Nando's, which is just there. They've got a loading bay outside, but because of this queuing traffic here, and I've got to go this way, it's going to be a real pain to pull out from that loading bay. So I'm just going to leave the car here because I can join this lane a lot easier. Let me just sort my bag out. Go. Hello. Yeah, 3966.
Have a look for you. Is that on the list then?
Cool. Thank you very much. Lovely jubbly. See, infinitely easier than trying to get a gap and being let out of that space into this lane of traffic, especially when you've got cars oncoming as well. Sometimes it takes a while for a gap to actually come up, and then you've got to hope that you can join it and there's nothing coming down the road. So a lot easier just to park it there and walk up. You got to think of these things when you're doing this job in a car. You've got to look at the traffic around you and think, where is the most efficient place for me to park? Get the old directions up. We are 1.9 miles, 8 minutes from this customer, and yeah, things starting to go pretty well, all things considered. Hopefully the traffic coming around here that's queuing to go up there use their brains and don't block us from turning right. This guy knows the drill.
Here's some info about drill.
Oh my god, Siri, shut up! Have I said anything that sounds like Siri? That's twice it's done that now in like the last 5 minutes. Thinks I was asking it about drill. You know what, I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but, and this is coming from an Apple fanboy, right? I am MacBook, Apple Watch, iPhone. Siri has got to be the worst voice assistant. Oh, she's listening to me now. Sorry Siri, did I offend you? You're crap. Like, it seems to have just gotten worse over the last decade. And then they bring out this Apple Intelligence thing and they go, oh, the new improved Siri, and they haven't even released it yet. At this point, honestly, I just wish I could have, like, I love the hardware, I love the software in general, I love iOS, but I just want that with Google Voice. I want an iPhone or Gemini, whatever they're calling it now, or even just Alexa. Give me Alexa built into the iPhone, because Siri is not the one. All right, what was the delivery code? 53. Cool. Thank you very much. Cheers. All right, are we going to get another back-to-back? That's the question. Doesn't look like it. They still haven't fixed this friggin' map glitch. There we go. Moderate. Well, better than not busy, isn't it? So we're on 15.39 on Uber and 17.54 on Deliveroo, which puts our earnings just over £33 if my mental maths is any good. So we're about 2/3 of the way through the shift, and it's 5 to 6, and we've been out for about 2 hours 20 minutes, so not too bad for a Thursday. More money would always be nicer, but you got to temper your expectations, especially in this day and age. Tell you what, let's get back on Uber and hopefully something will come in pretty quickly. Oh my god, look at that. I could almost finish my shift. Should we do it? Do you know how tempted I am to go and do that? No, it's 20 miles one way and then it's 20 miles back. I can't justify it. I could finish my shift with one more order if I took that. Tell you what, Uber's popping off with orders, but they're all crap, and it's not been dead enough for me to just sort of take the first thing offered my way. Right, let's let a few more come in. Oh Christ, it is absolutely chucking them at me. That one is a bit more tempting, but I can see where one of those deliveries is going to a high-rise block of flats. Nah, I really don't fancy it. I know in my luck there'll be massive orders as well. Right, I can tell that that's Sainsbury's and that other green pin is Eat the Bird. Do you know what though? It's not bad. We've just had a Deliveroo in as well. I'm going to take that Uber preliminarily, or we can just take a nice easy Nando's. What do we want to do? I'm going to say no to that Nando's actually. I could be wrong, because this could be big if I'm right, that this double came in just after 6, which means we're going to get 2 £1 bonuses because it's a double. Taking this order from 9.60 or whatever it was to 11.60. Might as well do it and just find out. Let's log off Deliveroo, and I'll see you on the other side of this traffic. A little bit of effort required. I had to go back on myself and go a different way because the way I was going literally wasn't moving. Rider waiting for orders there. Not a great sign, is it? Worst designed car park exit in the world. No giveaway lines, nothing like that. Just 2 lanes of traffic that merge into one, with a wall in between them so you can't see if anything's coming. Makes sense. Right, let's see if we can nab one of the god tier spaces, otherwise I'll just stop outside of Sainsbury's. I'd always rather get into a space if I can, and there is one for us here. You never know when they're going to decide to come around and start handing out tickets.
Hello mate.
Hello mate, got 2E198. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Alright.
Tap. Brilliant, bag already ripping. Sake, man. Sainsbury's, yeah? Sort your bags out. Oh yeah, I can't use that bag now because it's holding my Sainsbury's order together. Ashley W. Legend. Thank you very much. Nice quick pickup. Sure. I'm delivering to Sainsbury's first. I'll put that one back there. Right, good to go. All right, so Apple Maps is saying 6 minutes, but the directions are completely wrong. Where we're going, these flats, you have to access from Queen Street, not from East Reach there. So you've got to come around here. But the problem is this road is one way, you can only go up it this way. So these directions are absolutely useless. We're just going to sack them off. So obviously when you get directions in the Uber app and you open it in Apple Maps, Uber basically gives Apple Maps the coordinates to display on the map, and then it will just take you to as close to those coordinates as possible, and sometimes that's on a different road. So you've got to watch out for it and make sure you're cross-referencing the road that you're being taken to with the road that is on the customer's address. Now it's not a huge issue once you're familiar with an area and you've been working there a while, but I remember this happening to me all the time when I first started working here. You've got to be on the ball, you've got to make sure you're getting taken to the right place. Anyway, it's nice to get those 2 pickups out the way, getting through all that traffic on the way to Sainsbury's. Hopefully that begins to ease up now. It's 6:30. I was a bit surprised, to be honest, it was so heavy at that time, but it's what it is. All right, here we go then. Customer number 1 just up ahead.
Flat 6.
Yeah, Sainsbury's?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you might be able to manage, but one of the bags, that's why I chucked it in here. They're bloody useless bags. One of them started ripping like that. Okay. But if you hold it under, yeah, get it under your armpit, it should be all right. Nice one. Cheers, mate. All right, successful drop off for the Sainsbury's order. Luckily, he was able to take the bag even though it was ripped, and he came out to get it, which was nice. Avoided having to go into the flats. Saved us a precious minute or so, seeing as we're carrying hot food now to the second customer. And we are 11 minutes, 2.3 miles away, and we will then see if we were lucky enough to accept this order when the bonus applies. Oh man, what is going on here? It is moving, not a lot though. This is not usual, even with those roadworks. At 20 to 7, this should be pretty clear. And what's worrying me is this is leading onto the road that I turned off on my way to Sainsbury's because it wasn't moving. I'm trying to think if there's another way, because that's not moving. That is literally not moving in the slightest. No, I'm binning this off. We're gonna take a longer way. We haven't really got a choice. You got to think on the fly when it comes to a customer getting their hot food and there's some kind of traffic jam. Maybe there's an accident or something, I don't know, but oh, it don't look great up there either now. It's fine, we'll assess it once we're in this queue. We'll see what's going on up ahead. We can always turn right and go down the back roads and I have no idea what's going on. This is absolutely nuts. Traffic is never this bad at this time, not up here. I really want to know what's going on. I'm not going to go that way and sit in traffic with somebody's food in my bag. But yeah, thankfully it looks like this way is okay. I think I'm going to do what this car's doing. Sod it. I'm not even going to risk there being any standstill traffic up ahead. We're going to go an alternate route. I know the customer might be looking at their Deliveroo app going, where the hell are you going, mate? But I'll explain when I get to them that something was going on in town. I had to make a decision. It's another one of those risk-reward situations. If I had sat in the lane we were just in there that was moving, perhaps once we were through those lights it was clear running up ahead, but when you know full well that going this way is going to be smooth running, you just don't take the risk. I don't know, let me know in the comments what you would have done, because by going this way, assuming that way was clear after the lights, we're probably adding on 4 minutes or so, but I figured that I would rather take a 4-minute delay than run the risk of there being some kind of major hold up ahead on that route. It's tricky. Sometimes you just got to pick an option and go with it. Anyway, now that we're on clear roads, let's waste no more time. Let's get this customer their chicken. All right, sorry about how long it took. There was something going on in town. There's a huge amount of traffic just wasn't moving, so I had to take a different way, but it didn't add on too long. Was there a pin?
3776, yeah.
Lovely stuff, thank you very much. Cheers. All right then, moment of truth. I can see my pay updated. So there's the 964. I think we're getting the bonus because we were on 1539, so that would be 24 something. I think I'm right. I think in a minute that's going to go up to 2703. Takes a little while for it to update, so I think I've already had the £1 for the first drop, and we should get £1 for the second drop. I'll keep an eye on it. And yeah, to absolutely nobody's surprise, it's now busy on Deliveroo, presumably because of that traffic jam, whatever's going on near town by Sainsbury's. I didn't even know this was here, this little lane of cottages. You never fully know your area, even when you do a delivery job. But yeah, hopefully not too long now till we get, what I'm hoping is one more order that takes us over the 50 mark. What do we got? Nando's, £6.50. I think that might just be the ticket, and you know what, even if it leaves us a few pennies short, but I think, assuming we get that other £1 bonus, that would put us on a total of 44 something, so this £6.50 will take us over 50 regardless. Result. Now, if I've learned one thing this evening, it's that I am not going that way to Nando's. We're going to go back the way we came and head into town that way, avoiding the road with all the traffic on. And just to update you as well, we did indeed get the other £1 bonus, so a good result in the end, kind of makes up for the traffic we sat in. And we know now that this order from Nando's is going to put us over 50 quid. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Looking a bit busy. 6.
Right, we got there, scanned. Good to go. All right, that's our last pickup of the day done. Oh yeah, Apple Maps now is rightfully taking me this way instead of the way I was just about to go, because I wasn't thinking. Too excited thinking about going home. 2.8 miles, 8 minutes to the customer. We'll run the numbers down after. Happy days. Did you want your Nando's or not? Come on.
All right.
Got the code for that one?
Yeah, it's 92.
Lovely, thank you very much. Cheers. Am I the only one who is literally at the door waiting for my food to arrive when I order a delivery? It's like some people forget that they've ordered dinner. All right, let's run these numbers down. Actually, you know what? I'm sick of doing these, like holding the cat. Give me a minute. Much better. Right, this probably isn't going to be the final camera angle. I'm a little bit close, I think, but we'll go with it just for now. We've run the numbers down and we made £11.11 per hour. So pretty naff. I mean, obviously the traffic hurt us big time, but I feel like the pay, you should be getting paid enough to withstand a bit of rush hour traffic. So Anyway, total takings were 51.07. Of that, profit was 44.07. Exactly £7 in expenses today. Yeah, I mean, for a half day, it's fine, it will do, but we're going to need some better shifts than that. Considering that order volume was okay, would have liked a little bit more than £11 an hour, if I'm being honest. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. It was fun driving around with you today. Here's to hoping our next shift is a bit more successful, eh? Actually, here's to hoping I can get some bloody Amazon Flex blocks. That's what I'm missing at the minute. Like a distant memory. All those fun times we shared on Amazon Flex together. Thank you for watching as always. Oh, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't normally go on about subscribing, but I had to take like a month off of making videos because my car just died and it took me basically the whole of April to get it fixed. So could really do with the uplift right now. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. If you liked this video, hit the like button, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.